everybody. Thanks, Nadia, for the introduction. And my name is Kai, and I'm from the University of International Business and Economics of Qingdao campus. Today, I would like to talk about UIBE in general and Qingdao campus, and also the degrees or non-degree programs we're going to offer in both campuses. So a little bit introduction about UIBE. And we are one of the first universities established in so-called New China after 1949. We established in 1951, and we offer a large number of high-quality bachelor, masters, and PhD in both Chinese and English for international students. And we are medium-large university size with 13,000 students and 3,000 international students. And if you care about the business school ranking, we are one of the few actually universities in China are so-called Triple Crown accredited. So if you care about the business school ranking, this is pretty much as good you can get for a business school perspective. Also, we have MBAs as well. I think I hear somebody ask about MBA programs in the chat. So if you want to hear about MBAs, you can please reach out to me later. So I'm going to first talk about our International Pathway Program, which is a program offered in Qingdao campus. So why you want to do the Pathway Program? So this is basically 1 or 2 semester public study to help international students to gain solid foundation or academic trainings later on. And also one thing special about our pathway program is that you can also have option to study some first-year bachelor courses when you're in Qingdao studying, and it can be taught in English and Chinese. And we also help we also help our students to find accommodations and all the landing services. And also we're going to help you to advise you regarding all the scholarship options before you enter the program. So basically the structure is, for 1 or 2 semester, we're going to train your comprehensive language and also academic language skills. It depends on which language pathway you're going to take, as well as basic business principles and also mathematics. And you can also see here there are a list of credit classes you can take. Also depends on subject availability, also admission criteria as well, if you so choose. And also the admission, basically, if you haven't really reached the language proficiency that required to go to the study in China to bachelor degree, you can consider the pathway program. And also one of the reasons that you want to study pathway program is that even if you want to study English program, that China, if you don't know the basic Chinese language, it might be kind of tough to live here, to be honest. And it is good to set up very good foundation for the life in China. And also some students miss the scholarship application period for the year. It's also very good for the one who can just land in China first, get some credits or get some language skill up to date, and prepare for the scholarship. We'll help you with that, and also get to know the environment and to prepare for your degree later on. For that, we are a bit more flexible with the intake. So we can also take you about 2 months of each intake time, which is April and September. So that gives you much more flexibility before you get to the bachelor degree. About the campus, it's very new. It's finished in 2016, located in Qingdao, and which is a home to 7 million inhabitants, which is a medium-sized city in China. And it's quite chill. It doesn't really have the hustle, the bustle of Beijing and Shanghai. And the weather is mild, but still with the 4 seasons. And it's generally very chill and relaxed place to live. And the highlights about the life in Qingdao. One thing I would say is quite interesting, especially also very unique in China. It was German occupied before the First World War, and there were lots of legacy German architectures, and it is very beautiful. Weather is very nice, and plenty of activities for students to do if you choose here to live for 1 or 2 semesters. And there are lots of natures. We're surrounded by beaches, and there's also the famous Taoism mountain called Laoshan, which you can go excursion during the day. Easy to get around, and it's also proximity to Beijing, Shanghai, and also Korea, Japan, if you want to feel like do some short trips during a study. And if you choose to stay in China afterwards, there are even several prestigious universities, including UIBE as well. So there are many things you can choose. A bit more photos can show you Qingdao. You can see some of the life you might expect in Qingdao. So you have a mix of a big city life, lots of cultural activities going on. You have nature, you have parks, you have interesting German old town. You know, is even if you're not actually studying Qingdao, but when you study in China, it's really well recommended for a visit. And now I'll talk about the UIB as a journal. So first, I move on to our faculties and schools. So we have English, information, international relations, business school, law, finance, foreign languages, literature, management, insurance, and international trade and statistics. I mean, for the namesake of UIBE, our obviously the highlight degrees are international business, marketing, finance, and management. So if you're interested in, you know, doing international trade, management, MBAs in the future, this is really not the bad place to come. And also we talk about our exchange, our partner universities. As you can see, we have a lot of very high quality exchange or visiting partnership. And so in Europe, we have Sorbonne, Edinburgh, Copenhagen Business School. So obviously all very business focused. And we have even Harvard, Pennsylvania. This is a visitation agreement. Unfortunately, had to pay for the degree, the tuition cost differences, but you can stay there after 1 year if your dream is getting to Harvard. This is kind of like your loophole, if you will. And also our scholarships and tuitions. So the general bachelor degree for Chinese Tao is about 25,000 RMB per year, and a master is about 30,000 per year. And also UIB is also one of the 10 universities can actually offer you qualified students scholarship for their language training. So for pathway program, there are also chance for scholarship as well. And if some students want to do the English bachelor degree and you have A level, so there are lots of discounts for students with high level, A level of Cambridge test. So apparently, if you achieve AAA with the Cambridge A level test, you have automatic 50% discount if you do study bachelor in English. So regarding to admission to the degree program, so if you don't need to study pathway, this is a language admission criteria. So basically, once you graduate high school and you achieve the IELTS or the language proficiency level, then you can apply. So right now we just missed the September intake, but for next year, the intake gonna start from October. So please keep me posted. I'll ask questions later. So how to apply? And basically you need it's very similar to what the university has mentioned before. So I don't want to get too much detail in this. I would say very, very similar. So please ask me for every single, whatever question you might have. Yeah, so for our Qingdao campus, so please email us at overseas_qd@uibe.edu.cn. And for general inquiries about our international degrees and or scholarships and specialized programs, MBAs, please visit our Institute of Internationalization, which is located in Beijing. Okay, this is all I have to say for Qingdao campus. So it's a bit short in time, but hopefully I got everything covered. If I happen to miss something, please email us as you wish or contact China Missions. and they will refer all the questions to me later on. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Kai, for presenting about UIBE Qingdao campus. So this is a newly established campus for UIBE in Qingdao. I myself, I attended UIBE in Beijing. So yeah, it's been such a great experience studying with UIBE for sure in terms of many things, including the education quality and everything. And yes, we have some questions from students about applications to UIBE that we can cover a little bit for now. The first question is about whether students can get to do internship and like from which year they can apply for internship if it's possible.
Yeah, this will be in Beijing campus, basically. We are working with quite a few of the big establishments in Beijing. So as far as I know, we have agreement with the Xiaomi, we have Siemens and Bosch, if I remember correctly. Sorry, this is not my specialty, but I will answer as much as I can. Or otherwise, please forward the question to my email. I'll get more precise answer later on. So in Beijing, we have Huawei, Xiaomi, we have formal agreement with. In Qingdao, we have the big Qingdao Brewery, and obviously, and we also have quite a few logistic companies, and there are also lots of German companies in Qingdao. And we will give you lots of help regarding to anything to do with career services later on.
Yeah. Okay, so another question is about the documents. So I've not received the result for my A level. So what are the ways we could apply for bachelor's and business program?
So without A level, then if you're from an English education background or your mother tongue English, then you don't need a language test anymore. So basically, we need to, depends on which country you're from. If your high school graduate certificate is enough for Chinese university admission, then it's standardized procedure. So without A level, then you just go to standard procedure with a high school certificate and also a language test if you need one. A level is about getting like a discount for all scholarship for the tuition, but there are also like standard Chinese government or Beijing or city level government scholarship available.
Okay, cool. Yeah, in case some of the students miss of the list of programs offered by UIBE in Qingdao campus, if you could reshare that information to all of them, I think that would be better so they know what are the programs offered by UIBE.
Yeah, exactly. I think after the webinar, all the students will get the copy of the slide and all the information there, for your bedtime reading if you want.
Sure. Yeah, and another question still about the programs, whether there will be a March intake offered for degree programs as well, or is it only in September intake?
For English degree, yes. So English degree, UIB is very similar to the one in the States. So if you want to do the study English, there are 2 intakes per year. So one in April, actually one in March, one in September. And also for the foundation program, there are also 2 intakes per year. The Chinese program, only 1 intake per year.
So everything is pretty much in September. Yeah, but they can have an option to also study not only degree programs, but also non-degree Chinese language program at UIBE Qingdao campus. Yeah, cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So someone asked about deadline. So for the English degree deadline for this year has passed, but for the foundation program, it's 2 months before the intake, which in this case in July, and you have time to apply for next year's intake for both Chinese and English degree programs.
And maybe one final question. I think this is something interesting because I graduated from a UIBE in Beijing campus. So what's actually going to be the advantages or like what's the differences studying in Beijing campus or Qingdao campus, and maybe whether or not there will be such opportunity in the future of like, let's say to study in Beijing campus and then transfer to Qingdao campus?
Yeah, of course. I mean, actually most of the degrees are actually still in Beijing. Qingdao, we mostly right now only offer the international pathway program and also some bachelor degree programs, but most likely you will finish degree in Beijing in the end. So it's just a good chance for students to get exposure to both cities. And yeah, the main campus still in Beijing. And yeah, there's one of the few universities in China, I think you can actually, you know, give you an opportunity to go to both places and to see both cities. I think, yeah, degree issue always going to be Beijing in the end.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's possible to move around from Beijing to Qingdao campus or from Qingdao campus to Beijing. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a fantastic opportunities to be able to live in two different cities while studying in China as well.
Yeah. The campus is very new, so the things are evolving pretty quickly. So in the future, we might be able to get more degrees options for students. But for now, you know, the Beijing campus is the main academic campus right now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think
and also,
everyone. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. I see somebody asked about somebody who's 17 and need guardianship. That I need to check. But yeah, feel free to send email to us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and maybe one more question, and this is quite interesting. Does universities accept on priority basis to those who are graduated from China?
If you're referring to scholarship, I think if you do have Chinese previous studies and your Chinese level very good, obviously you're going to increase your possibility of accepting scholarship much higher. But no, like once you meet the minimum requirement, then I think right now there's not too much of intake restriction right now. So for anybody who want to get in, you know, because of the pandemic, I think most universities in the world have the same problem of, you know, craving for international students. So like, as long as you're meeting the standards, I don't see the problem of getting admission. I think for priority, I think will help you a lot with scholarships.
Awesome. Yeah. Oh, yeah. One last final question. This is the final question for UIBE, guys. So minor subjects for bachelors at UIBE, I think it's referring to like whether the students can study minor while studying the big majors. Yeah.
There are also minor or dual degrees in UIBE available. As long as you achieve the required credits. It is also pretty tough, I must say. But yeah, it's possible.
Yeah. So yeah, thanks Kai for sharing everything we need to know about UIBE new campus in Qingdao. It's definitely an exciting opportunity to be able to not only study in Beijing at UIBE main campus, but also to study at UIBE Qingdao campus, and students have more opportunities to also explore Qingdao as well.
Thank you very much, Nadia, for the introduction.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Bye, everybody.